All right, so the difference of two squares, we've talked about that. That special product actually has a name when you're going this direction because you're factoring the difference of two squares. And it goes both directions. It's true both ways. That's what the equal sign implies. If we're going to take x squared minus 25 and factor that, what is that factor to, Logan? Perfect.
Does it matter if you get the first one with a minus and the second one?
No, that's the same as like 3 times 4 is 4 times 3. They're both 12. It doesn't matter the order. Put your desk down. Okay, if we have x squared minus 16, what does that factor to, Cade? Good. If we have... Oh, she's not in the room, so I got to find somebody else for this one. Morgan, what's this factor to? Perfect. You guys see how we're just going the other direction? And that's what this lesson's really about, is the factoring. But we reviewed the multiplication to help us go the other direction. So the next problem is going to be owned by Anne. It's your lucky day. Yeah. The parentheses are important, right? They're hard to say, but when we write these, if we don't write them, we have a big problem. So, Dallas, you're up for the next one. This one's trickier. This one's got a little twist in it.
X plus 1, x plus y.
Myra, did you see what to do with it? Who sees what to do with this, Ann? Take h out first. So factor the h out. So you've got h, and then you've got x squared minus y squared. So what's x squared minus y squared going to factor to? Yeah. And? Okay, and then you're just going to have the h out front that we took out. So the first step is take the h out, and then factor the x squared minus y squared, and you're done right there. Okay? Good job.
Is there any other way to do that, or is that the only way?
That's the only way I know how to do that. That doesn't mean there's not another way. It's the only way I know how to do it. Kelly, what's this one going to be? This last one on this side's a hint. 3 times the quantity. Yeah. So we would say, actually, we got to be careful because we took a 3 out of the 9 also, right? So we can factor the 3 out. Do I have a perfect square here with this 3? No. So if we were forced to factor that, we could, but usually we stop right there. 3 times the quantity x squared minus 3. When you're asked to factor, the very first question you should ask yourself is, what can I take out? In this case down here, we took out an h. In this case up here, we took out a 3. Then we look and see what's left. Can I factor that further? In this case, if we factored it further, we'd get into some radicals, square roots, which we really probably don't really want. So, put somebody on the spot here. Juan. That works when there's a minus sign in the middle. That doesn't work with this either. We know how to factor what? What's the title at the top? A difference of 2 squares. What's this? It's a sum of 2 squares. We can't factor that. Okay? Not the same. Because we learned from the special products that a plus b quantity squared is a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. There's going to be a middle term. This doesn't have a middle term. So this is a trap that you don't want to fall into. Sorry for putting you on the spot like that, Juan, but this is a trap that you don't want to fall into. We can factor differences of squares all day long. We can't factor a sum of squares. Okay, it's just not going to factor with real numbers. All right, now we're going the other direction again. So what's x plus 7 times x minus 7? Soleil. Keep going. Can Juan help you? What is it, Juan? Yeah. This is a plus b times a minus b, so we're just doing one of these backwards, right? So we just square the first term, write down a minus sign, square the second term. There never is on this kind. Right? We did a whole page of these before. A plus b times a minus b kind. X plus 7 times x minus 3. The x's or the 7's won't match. Like the homework last night, there was middle terms on all of those. You didn't get any patterns that look like this in answers. Jolene, what would this be? No, it's more than just 25. Say that again? You said 25 minus, I think you were going to say? Perfect. 25 minus x squared. That's probably all that's on that slide. It is. No, that's not the same as this. It could be negative x squared plus 25, right? Because the 25 is positive, the x squared is negative. Okay. Other questions? All right, that's all we get to learn today.